Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got my top 10 signings of this season for the Gallagher Premiership. As always, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and without further ado, let's get into it. After coming off the back of a great year for Duhan van der Merwe, he sets his sights on six ways with Worcester. This is a real statement of intent by Worcester, signing such a high profile name, probably in the form of his life. So I'm really excited to see how van der Merwe fares in the Premiership. Worcester have had a few decent wingers in the past, with Josh Adams being the standout, so can van der Merwe create success just like Adams? I think he can. A much needed signing for Gloucester this season with the departure of Danny Cipriani. Adam Hastings is set to steer the sinking ship at Gloucester, or hopefully regain some form as the past season was below expectations. I think they only had two out-and-out 10s last season, with Lloyd Evans, who was injured for the most part, and George Barton, an academy graduate. So I think the Hastings addition is much needed and probably one of the most vital in this list. So another Worcester signing in Rory Sutherland, and another Scottish and British Lions player. Sutherland has been very impressive of late, with the call-up to the Lions squad being the best of his moments. Although he's a prop, he offers great running threats, so for fantasy keynos, he's a shining star in that front row. After over a decade with Harlequins, Mike Brown left at the end of last season, where he won the Premiership. He's now at Newcastle and hopes to improve their young and unproven squad with all his experience. A smart signing by Dean Richards to balance things out at Newcastle. Another new recruit at Leicester, and another South African back rower in Marco van Staden, who's been involved with the South African test team alongside his future teammate Jasper Wiese. The South Africans just seem to have that raw power, and van Staden definitely brings that, with tackles and turnovers in abundance. I'm excited to see him play, but there's certainly some competition in that Leicester back row now. A new name for many of us in Courtnell Skozen, who's another South African, but this time he's a winger. He's had a few caps for the Springboks, but never made it fully into the test side. As you expect from South African wingers, he's quick and powerful, so I expect a lot of meters and tries for him at Northampton Saints. Once again, the competition at Saints is high, so it'll be interesting to see how he fits in. A name we are probably more familiar with is Hugh Jones. The Scotland star has moved to Harlequins and looks to add to their already slick back line. When I think of Hugh Jones, I think of his carrying and running ability, especially against England for some reason. So that'll lend itself to the Premiership for sure. And another addition to that Harlequins backline in Ollie Lindsay-Haig. He previously played for Harlequins before joining the England 7 setup full time, so it's sort of a new signing, but he's been at the club before. After just finishing the Olympics, he looks to add to the back three options now Mike Brown has left. A former Premiership and NFL player here in Christian Scotland Williamson, who used to be at Worcester and the Steelers in the NFL, but now he's back and looks to use what he learned in the US into the Premiership. At 6'9", he's huge, so he'll be a threat in the line-out for sure. And the final name on my list is Tommaso Allan. The impressive Italian star has been in their side now for the past few years. However, with the introduction of Garbisi at 10, Allan has been left out a few times. So he looks to up his form by signing for Harlequins. But it'll be tough again with the competition from obviously Marcus Smith. So that's my top 10 signings of this season. Let me know anyone else who you would have put in this list. I may have missed some names, so I'll be sure to let me know. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.